Today next concept, that is hydrides. Hydrides ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಏನಂತಂದ್ರೆ when dihydrogen reacts with the any other elements other than noble gas, that type of binary compounds are called as hydrides. ಹೈಡ್ರೋಜನ್ ಮೊಲಿಕ್ಯೂಲ್ ಅಥವಾ ಡೈಹೈಡ್ರೋಜನ್ ನೋಬಲ್ ಗ್ಯಾಸಸ್ ಅಷ್ಟು ಬಿಟ್ರೆ ಉಳಿದಿದ್ದು ಆಲ್ ಅದರ್ ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಜೊತೆ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಕಂಪೌಂಡ್ ರೆಡಿ ಮಾಡ್ತೈತಿ. ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ಟೈಪ್ ಆಫ್ ಬೈನರಿ ಕಂಪೌಂಡ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಆಸ್ ಹೈಡ್ರೈಡ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೇವೆ. ದಿಸ್ ಈಸ್ ರಿಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟೆಡ್ ಬೈ EHX. E means element, HX means hydride compound, which is for example MgH2, where E is the magnesium and HX is the H2, or else it is also be expressed as EMHN. For example, boron. EM means H2, HN means HX. These are the some of the examples. And hydrides can be classified as three types. First one, ionic or saline or salt-like hydrides. Second one, covalent or molecular hydrides. And the third one is the metallic or non-stoichiometric hydrides. In that first one, we deal with the ionic or saline hydrides. This is what is mean by ionic hydrides. These are the stoichiometric compounds. They are mainly formed with the S block elements. Means ಇವು ionic hydride ರೆಡಿ ಆಗಬೇಕಾಗಿತ್ತಂದ್ರೆ ಅದ್ರ ಯಾವ ಕಂಪೌಂಡ್ ಇರ್ತಾವ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಎಸ್ ಬ್ಲಾಕ್ ಕಂಪೌಂಡ್ ಇರ್ತಾವ, ಎಸ್ ಬ್ಲಾಕ್ ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ ಇರ್ತಾವ. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ದೇ ಆರ್ ಹೈಲಿ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರೋಪಾಸಿಟಿವ್. ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರೋಪಾಸಿಟಿವ್ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ವೆನ್ ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಲಿಥಿಯಂ which donates 1 electron ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ lithium plus ಆಗ್ತೈತಿ. lithium plus ಆತಂದ್ರೆ that is called as electropositive character. And they are significantly, they form the covalent compound. For example, lithium hydride, beryllium hydride and magnesium hydride. These are the S block elements and along with the hydrogen compounds, and these are mainly form the covalent bond. In fact, beryllium hydride and magnesium hydride, they are polymeric in nature. Poly means many, mer means joining. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇವು ಮೊಲೆಕ್ಯೂಲ್ ರೆಡಿ ಆಗ್ಬೇಕಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಬಹಳಷ್ಟು ಮೊಲೆಕ್ಯೂಲ್ ಕೂಡಿ ಒಂದು ಕಂಪೌಂಡ್ ರೆಡಿ ಆಗಿರ್ತೈತಿ. that are called as polymeric ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೇವೆ. The ionic hydrides and this type of ionic hydrides are they may be crystalline structure, and they are non-volatile, and they are non-conducting in solid state. It means that in solid state they doesn't conduct heat and electricity. However, they melt. Their melts conduct electricity, and on hydrolysis they liberate. they ಯಾವಾಗ ಮೆಲ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿರ್ತಾವಲ್ಲ ಈ ಅಯೋನಿಕ್ ಹೈಡ್ರೈಡ್, ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ಟೈಮ್ ದೇ ವಿಲ್ ಕಂಡಕ್ಟ್ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಿಸಿಟಿ. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಯಾವಾಗ ಹೈಡ್ರೋಲೈಸಿಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಲ್ಲ ಅವಕ್ಕೆ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ಸಪ್ರೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಲ್ಲ, ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ಟೈಮ್ ವಿ ಗಾಟ್ ದಿ ಡೈಹೈಡ್ರೋಜನ್ ಗ್ಯಾಸ್ ಅಟ್ ದಿ ಆ್ಯನೋಡ್ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರೋಡ್ ಮೇಲೆ ನಮಗೆ ಡೈಹೈಡ್ರೋಜನ್ ಗ್ಯಾಸ್ ಅನ್ನು ಸಿಗ್ತೈತಿ. ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್, ಯಾವಾಗ ನಾವು ಯಾವಾಗ ಮೆಲ್ಟ್ ಆಗ್ತಾವಲ್ಲವ ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ಟೈಮ್ ದೇ ಕಂಡಕ್ಟ್ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಿಸಿಟಿ. ಮತ್ತು ವೆನ್ we will apply electrolysis or heat or current, that time they deposit on the electrode, or whenever we apply heat energy, that time they will deposit on the anode. When these ionic solids are melt and they liberate hydrogen gases on the anode, and they will lose the 2 electrons. Saline hydrides react. These hydrides when react more violently with water, and that time also they produce the dihydrogen gas. Means saline hydride represented as sodium hydride. When react with the water, they will form the sodium hydroxide along with the dihydrogen molecule. And like lithium hydride is rather unreactive. Lithium hydride is unreactive at moderate temperature with dioxygen or dichloride. O2 ಮತ್ತು Cl2 ಜೊತೆ moderate temperature ಒಳಗೆ lithium react ಆಗಂಗಿಲ್ಲ. It is therefore used in the synthesis of hydrides. ಅದ್ರ ಸಲುವಾಗಿ ಅದು ನಾರ್ಮಲ್ ಟೆಂಪ್ರೇಚರ್ ಒಳಗೆ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಂಗಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತೇಳಿ, that's why this lithium hydrides are used for the synthesis of hydride. For example, lithium hydride react with the aluminum chloride, it will form lithium aluminum hydride along with the lithium chloride. Likewise, lithium hydride react with the diborane, it will form lithium borohydride. Next is the second type, that is covalent or molecular hydride. In that these are the molecular hydrides. They are formed with the p block elements. Antandre dihydrogen forms molecular compounds with the p block elements. Means covalent or molecular hydrides they are mainly consist of p block elements. Most familiar example for that is methane. Means hydrogen for combined with the p block element, that is carbon. Here also hydrogen combined with the p block element, that is nitrogen. Here also hydrogen molecule combined with the p block element oxygen. Here also hydrogen molecule combined with the p block element, that is fluorine. For convenience, hydrogen compounds of non-metals have also been considered as hydrides. ಹೈಡ್ರೋಜನ್ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಬೇರೆ ಯಾವುದ್ರು ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಇದ್ರೂ ಅವಕ್ಕೆ ಹೈಡ್ರೈಡ್ಸ್ ಅಂತಾನೆ ಕರಿತೇವೆ. ಇವನ್ ದೇ ಮೇ ಆರ್ ಮೇ ನಾಟ್ ಬಿ, ದೇ ಆರ್ conduct electricity or do not conduct electricity. Being they are covalent, they are volatile compounds. And again this covalent or molecular hydride are again classified as three types. First one electron deficient, and second one electron precise, and third one is the electron rich hydride. In that first one we now study about the electron deficient hydride. In that first type, that is electron deficient hydride. Name itself says that here some of the few electrons are deficient, means few of the electrons are required. Therefore, in fact all the elements of group 13 will form electron deficient compounds. Electron deficient compounds are formed by the group 13 elements, and later they act as a Lewis acids. Lewis acids means electron acceptor. Electron accept ಮಾಡ್ತಾವು. ಯಾಕ ಅವಕ್ಕೆ ಆಕ್ಟೇಟ್ ರೂಲ್ ಫಾಲೋ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಥವಾ ಆಕ್ಟೇಟ್ ರೂಲ್ ಒಬೇ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಸಮ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ಡೆಫಿಷಿಯಂಟ್ ಆರ್ ಸಮ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ರಿಕ್ವೈರ್ಡ್. ದ್ಯಾಟ್ಸ್ ವೈ ದೇ always try to acquire or occupy the or attract the sum of the electrons. That time they acts as a Lewis acids. These are the first type. In second type ಯಾವಂತಂದ್ರೆ electron precise compounds. They have the required number of electrons. ಅವಕ್ಕೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ನಂಬರ್ ಆಫ್ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ ಬೇಕಲ್ಲ ಅಷ್ಟು ನಂಬರ್ ಆಫ್ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ ಇರ್ತಾವೆ. And all the elements of group 14 form this electron precise type of compounds, and these are usually tetrahedral in geometry. And third type, that is electron rich hydride. They have more excess, ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ ಇರ್ತಾವ ಅದ್ರ ಕಡೆ. ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ ಇರೋದ್ರಿಂದ they are represented by lone pair of electron. For example, group 15 to 17 they will form the such type of hydrides. For example, ammonia have one lone pair of electron, water having two lone pair of electron, HF hydrogen fluoride having 3 lone pair of electrons. These are the example for electron rich hydride. Next, these are called as Lewis base, means or electron donors. ಯಾವಕ್ಕ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ ಬೇಕಾಗಿರ್ತಾವಲ್ಲ ಅವಕ್ಕೆ ಇವೇನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾವ, ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ ಡೊನೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾವ. ದ್ಯಾಟ್ಸ್ ವೈ ದೀಸ್ ಆರ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಆಸ್ Lewis base, means electron donors. The presence of lone pair of on highly electronegative atom. Electronegative atom ಯಾವ, nitrogen, oxygen, fluorine. In hydrides results in hydrogen bond formation between the molecules. Next, third type, that is metallic or non-stoichiometric or interstitial hydrides. These are the elements formed by the D block as well as F block elements. ಇವು ಹೆಂಗೆ ರೆಡಿ ಆಗಿರ್ತಾವ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ D block ಮತ್ತು F block elements ಜೊತೆ ಕಂಬೈನ್ ಆಗಿ ಹೈಡ್ರೈಡ್ಸ್ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಆಗಿರ್ತಾವೆ. ಹವೆವರ್ ದ ಮೆಟಲ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ 7, 8 and 9 they do not form the hydride. Group 7, 8 and 9 ದಾಗಿನಿರುವಂಥ ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಹೈಡ್ರೈಡ್ಸ್ನ ರೆಡಿ ಮಾಡಂಗಿಲ್ಲ. ಎಂಥ ಹೈಡ್ರೈಡ್ಸ, ಮೆಟಾಲಿಕ್ ಹೈಡ್ರೈಡ್ಸನ್ನ. ಇವನ್ ಸಪೋಸ್ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೂ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ 6 ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾವೆ. ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ ವಿತ್ ದಿ ಕ್ರೋಮಿಯಮ್, ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಕ್ರೋಮಿಯಮ್ ಹೈಡ್ರೈಡ್. ದೀಸ್ ಹೈಡ್ರೈಡ್ಸ್ ಕಂಡಕ್ಟ್ ಹೀಟ್ ಆ್ಯಸ್ ವೆಲ್ ಆಸ್ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಿಸಿಟಿ. ಕ್ರೋಮಿಯಮ್ ಹೈಡ್ರೈಡ್ ಜೊತೆ ಹೈಡ್ರೈಡ್ ಹೀಟ್ ಆ್ಯಸ್ ವೆಲ್ ಆಸ್ ಹೀಟ್ ಮತ್ತು ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಿಸಿಟಿನ ಕಂಡಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೈತಿ. And they are almost non-stoichiometric in nature. And earlier it was thought that these hydrides, hydrogen occupies the interstices in the metal lattice site, the exactly middle position ದಾಗ ಇರೋದ್ರಿಂದ these are called as interstices ಅಂತ ಕರೀತಾರೆ, or interstitial ಅಂತ ಕರೀತಾರೆ. Consequently, they were termed as interstitial hydrides. However, recent studies have shown that except for hydrides, that is nickel, palladium and cerium and yttrium, other hydrides of this class have lattice different from that of the parent metal. ಇವೇನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾವೆ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಡಿಫ್ರೆಂಟ್ ಲ್ಯಾಟಿಸ್ ಸೈಟನ್ನು ರೆಡಿ ಮಾಡ್ತಾವೆ except from that of the parent compound. This is about the metallic or non-stoichiometric hydrides. Next is the water. It is the major part for all the living organism. Our human body contains 65% of water, and some plants have the 95% of water, and it is crucial compound for the all the survival of all the living organism. And it is a solvent. Water is a solvent for greater importance. The distribution of water over the earth's surface is not uniform. Most probably our earth is mostly surrounded by the water. Next is the physical properties of water. Water the physical property ena first one colorless aiti, tasteless and odorless, and it having some melting point as well as boiling point. The property of water ಯಾವ್ಯಾವ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ water shows the water having the high freezing point, high boiling point. Freezing point ಅಂದ್ರೆ the point at which water starts to freeze, and boiling point ಅಂದ್ರೆ the point at which water starts to boil. These are the two main features of the water. And this water also have the high heat of vaporization and high heat of fusion as compared to the hydrogen sulfide and hydrogen selenium. In comparison with the other liquids, water has high degree of specific heat as well as thermal conductivity and surface tension, dipole moment, dielectric constants. These are the some of the physical properties of the water. Next is the structure of water. The in gaseous phase, water has the bent structure, and it forms the angle that is 104.5 degree, and OH bond length is that is 95.7 picometer, and this is the structure of water molecule, and it is a highly polar molecule, and its orbital overlap picture, that is orbital overlap picture. In liquid phase, water molecules are associated together by hydrogen bonds. In liquid, bonds are or molecules are together by the hydrogen bonds. The crystalline form of water is ice. Crystalline form of water antandra ice. At atmospheric pressure, ice crystallizes in the hexagonal form. In normal atmospheric pressure ಒಳಗೆ ಅದ್ರ ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಚರ್ ಹೆಂಗೆ ಐತೆ ಅಂದರೆ crystalline structure occupy ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ they have the hexagonal form. But very low temperature it condenses the cubic form. Density of ice is less than that of water. That's why ice will float on the water. In winter season, ice formed on the surface of lake provides the thermal insulation. ಚಳಿಗಾಲದೊಳಗೆ ಲೇಕ್ ಒಳಗೆ ನದಿ ಒಳಗೆ ಏನಾಗಿರ್ತೈತಿ ಮ್ಯಾಲಿನ ಲೇಯರ್ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಐಸ್ ಗತ್ಲೆ ಆಗಿರ್ತೈತಿ ಡ್ಯೂ ಟು ದಿ ಹೆವಿ ಕೋಲ್ಡ್. In winter season, ice formed on the surface of lake provides the thermal insulation which ensures the survival of the aquatic life. Next is the structure of ice. Ice is a hard material. Ice has highly ordered three-dimensional structure, and it is bonded by the hydrogen bond. By X-ray study shows that the oxygen atoms surrounded by in ice, oxygen atoms are completely surrounded by tetrahedrally, and by tetrahedrally with the 4 other oxygen atom, and in that bond distance or bond length will be 276 picometer. Pico means 10 raised to minus 12 meter. Hydrogen bonding gives ice a rather open structure with wide holes. These holes can hold some other molecules of appropriate size interstitially. Next is the chemical properties of water. In that, first one, amphoteric nature. Amphoteric means water act as both acid as well as base. Therefore, it is called as amphoteric in nature. It has the ability to act as an acid as well as base. That is, it behaves as an amphoteric substance. ಎರಡು ಥರ ಆ್ಯಸಿಡ್ ಥರನೂ ಬೇಸ್ ಥರನೂ ಬಿಹೇವ್ ಮಾಡೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಆಂಫೋಟೆರಿಕ್ ಸಬ್ಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಕರೀತಾರೆ. ಅಕಾರ್ಡಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಬ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಟೆಡ್, an acid with ammonia and base with H2S. ಬ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಟೆಡ್ ಪ್ರಕಾರ ವಾಟರ್ ವಿತ್ ಆ್ಯಸಿಡ್ ಜೊತೆ ವಾಟರ್ ಇದ್ದಿದ್ದ ಅಮೋನಿಯಾ ಜೊತೆ ಆ್ಯಸಿಡ್ ಆಗಿ ಮತ್ತು H2S ಜೊತೆ ಬೇಸ್ ಆಗಿ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾನೆ. First, water with ammonia act as a acid to form the ammonia. Water, it react with the ammonia, it liberate the hydroxides and with the ammonium ion, and again this water, if this water react with the H2S molecule with base, react with the hydronium ion, that is H3O plus and HS minus. This is the reaction of acid as well as base. And this is also called as autoprotolysis, means self ionization ಅಂತ ಕರೀತಾರೆ. ಆ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಏನಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ವಾಟರ್ ಆ್ಯಸಿಡ್ ಆಗಿ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ವಾಟರ್ ಬೇಸ್ ಆಗಿ ಆ್ಯಸಿಡ್ ಆಗಿ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ಏನು ಕೊಡ್ತೈತಿ H3O ಪ್ಲಸ್, ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಆ್ಯಸಿಡ್ ಗಿವ್ಸ್ ರೈಸ್ ಟು ಕಾಂಜುಗೇಟೆಡ್ ಆ್ಯಸಿಡ್, ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಬೇಸ್ that is also water react and give the conjugate base. This reaction is called as self ionization reaction. Start ಮಾಡಿ. Second is the redox reactions involving the water. Second chemical reaction ಯಾವುದಂದ್ರೆ redox reaction. Water can easily reduce the dihydrogen and it act as a dipositive metal. For example, water react with the sodium. It will form sodium hydroxide and it will liberate the pure dihydrogen molecule. Here it reduces the here it is act as a reducing nature. Thus it is a great source of dihydrogen. ಇಲ್ಲೇನಾಗ್ತದ ರೆಡಾಕ್ಸ್ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಆಯ್ತಿದೆ. Water is oxidized to dioxygen during photosynthesis. During photosynthesis, water oxidize ಆಗಿ O2 molecule form ಮಾಡ್ತದೆ. That is carbon dioxide when react with the water molecule, it will form the glucose, formula C6H12O6, and it will liberate the some amount of water as well as dioxygen molecule. With fluorine also it is oxidized to O2. Fluoride molecule when react with the water molecule, and this molecule also reduced as H plus, and fluorine reduced to fluoride and also liberate the dioxygen molecule. And next is the third chemical reactivity, that is hydrolysis reaction. Hydrolysis means addition of water. Due to high dielectric constant, water ಗೆ high dielectric constant ಐತಿ and very strong hydrating tendency. It dissolves many ionic compounds. However, certain covalent or some ionic compounds are also hydrolyzed in water. That is P4O10. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ water add ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ it will form H3PO4. Likewise, silicon tetrachloride react with the water. It will form the silicate along with the hydrochloric acid. Next is the hydrates formation. Hydrates and formation ಆಗ್ತಂದ್ರೆ from aqueous solution, many salts can be crystallized as hydrated salt. ಸಾಲ್ಟ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಕ್ರಿಸ್ಟಲೈಸ್ ಮೆನಿ ಎಕ್ವಿಯಸ್ ಸೊಲ್ಯೂಷನ್ ನಾವು ಕ್ರಿಸ್ಟಲೈಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಹೈಡ್ರೇಟೆಡ್ ಸಾಲ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ರೆಡಿ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು. ಹೆಂಗಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಮೆನಿ ನಂಬರ್ ಆಫ್ ವಾಟರ್ ಅಸೋಸಿಯೇಷನ್ ಆಗಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ಕಂಬೈನ್ ಆಗಬೇಕು. ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಒನ್ ಕೋಆರ್ಡಿನೇಟೆಡ್ ವಾಟರ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ that is, for example, hexa aqua chromium chlorate complex. This is the coordination of water complex. Second is the interstitial water. Under, for example, barium chloride. Consider it is a crystal structure. Here barium chloride molecule irtavu. Along with that, here some of the molecules, water molecules are occupies the space, that is called as interstitial water anta karitar. Hydrogen bonded water, for example tetra aqua copper sulfate in the cuprous sulfate pentahydrate. 5 molecules of water idra pentahydrate anta karitivi. This is the example for hydrogen bonded water molecule. This is about the chemical properties of the water.